The ability to have somebody who is kind of epitomizes what you think your country stands for. And it's a huge advantage if you have somebody who can be recognized as that, not just in your country, but around the world.
5 names. That's all it took to erase 20 years of access Queen Camilla's family spent building inside the British monarchy. And King Charles approved every single one of those removals without ever telling his wife. If you've been following the royals and something about the palace has felt completely different lately, your instincts are right. And this video is going to show you exactly what's happening behind closed doors. Skip this, and you'll miss the biggest silent power shift in the monarchy in over 20 years. The person who really orchestrated this betrayal isn't who anyone is talking about yet, and that reveal is coming before this video ends. Princess Anne's silent erasure of the Parker Bowles bloodline. Who was taken off the royal lists? The names on this list matter more than you might think. Tom Parker Bowles is the most well-known person affected. He is Camilla's son and a famous food writer and TV personality. He has worked for years to build his own public image, claiming it is separate from his mother's royal status. However, his independence relied a lot on his access to royal connections. This access helped him attend elite events and meet important people because of his mother's position in the palace. Now that access has become much harder to keep. Laura Lopes, Camilla's daughter, is another person to think about. She is less well known than her brother Tom, but is still very connected. She has attended exclusive royal events and has close ties with palace staff. Her status as the Queen Consort's child gave her some advantages, but Princess Anne has greatly reduced those advantages. But it doesn't end with Tom and Laura. 3 others linked to the Parker Bowles family also lost their roles. This includes various official titles like patronages and advisory roles. These positions may not make headlines when they are taken away, but they matter a lot. These removals involve different royal roles. Some relate to funding, others to ceremonies, and some offer valuable access. Losing the ability to attend palace events without scrutiny changes everything. Here's how these royal lists work. They do not update themselves automatically. A real person decides who stays and who goes. This person looks at public perception and timing and makes difficult choices. This process requires approval from the highest levels of the monarchy. This means that 2 important actions took place. Someone suggested removing the Parker Bowles family, and someone else agreed. This situation goes beyond just updating a list. It is about changing the structure of the British monarchy during a time of intense public scrutiny. Every name on a royal list represents a public perception cost. Keeping names on a list can lead to bad press and public backlash. Public patience with royal privilege has grown very thin over the years. The people managing these lists know that unnecessary names can become targets for the media. The quiet removal of names is the most significant part of this process. When the palace wants to honor someone, they send out a press release. When they want to embarrass someone, they leak information to the tabloids. But when they need to quietly cut access for an entire family without causing public fights, they allow names to disappear. They stop sending invitations and let security passes expire. This method shows strong control, executed skillfully. The leader behind this is known as the hardest working royal in the business. The ultimate betrayal. King Charles sanctions his wife's downfall. Many royal experts are confused by King Charles III's choice to take his wife's family off royal duties. This decision seems harsh and feels like a betrayal to some. However, Charles has his own reasons for it, which are important to understand. King Charles turned 76 in November 2025. He marked the occasion quietly with a small family gathering, which is unusual for royals. Photos from that time reveal the heavy burden he carries. He is not only managing his duties as king, but also undergoing cancer treatment while trying to keep his reign on track. Charles was diagnosed with cancer in February 2024, but has not shared the specific type with the public. He started treatment immediately and continues to receive it. Despite the pain, he has kept up with his royal duties, often managing these challenges out of the public eye. This personal struggle influences Charles's decisions. A king in such a vulnerable situation begins to think about his legacy. He worries about how people will remember his reign, especially with his health in question. One of his main concerns is what people will recall beyond the scandals that have plagued his time as king. Charles closely observed the issues surrounding Prince Andrew and the Epstein connection, which harmed the royal family's reputation. He understands how one family member can impact an institution with deep roots, especially in today's fast-paced news environment. When Princess Anne proposed removing the Parker Bowles names from royal duties, Charles did not hesitate. He already agreed with her. Charles can separate his personal feelings from what the royal institution needs. He loves Camilla and fought for many years to be with her. Charles stood by her side through public criticism and during a tough rehabilitation. Their bond is strong. However, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes are not Camilla. The extended family members who gained a royal connection through her marriage are not the same as his wife. Their involvement in royal matters is not necessary for his love for Camilla. Charles can believe two things at once. He loves her and realizes her family's involvement is too much for the current cultural climate. Instead of arguing loudly with Camilla, Charles took a quiet approach. He let Anne handle the situation. Many people overlook this smart move. Charles did not confront Camilla directly or issue a formal order. Instead, he quietly supported Anne's decision, so it seemed routine rather than an act against his wife's family. This made the situation look cleaner and avoided direct blame. This is how King Charles works best. He prefers quiet strategy over loud conflict, setting the stage for tough decisions without being seen as the enforcer. Did Camilla know her husband approved this decision? Sources suggest he did not inform her beforehand. It is unclear if this was planned or if Anne acted quickly. What is clear is that when the news broke, Camilla was caught off guard. She stayed composed in public as usual, but those close to her noticed a change in her attitude. This significant betrayal from her sister-in-law, supported by her husband, leaves a lasting impact that cannot be easily resolved with a public relations statement. 20 years of royal privilege destroyed in a single pen stroke. To understand the impact of Princess Anne's recent actions, we should look at the timeline of events. 20 years ago, Charles and Camilla married in April 2005. Their wedding was a civil ceremony at the Windsor Guildhall, attended by close family and friends. Queen Elizabeth II did not attend, which showed clear boundaries within the royal family. However, she hosted a reception afterward. The public reaction was often negative, since many still connected Camilla to the painful end of Charles and Princess Diana's marriage. The royal family knew they needed a careful public relations strategy to change this view. A significant part of this strategy was to introduce the Parker Bowles family into royal life slowly. Tom and Laura began attending small events. Their names started appearing in social columns and charity circles. Over the years, they became well-known faces. They were not working royals and did not appear on the Buckingham Palace balcony during events like Trooping the Color. Still, they gained recognition and became part of the royal ecosystem. This process took nearly 20 years. In contrast, Princess Anne's recent actions took much less time. This shows how real power works within the palace. While it may take 20 years to gain presence, one decisive action from the right person can undo that effort overnight. An important detail to consider is Princess Anne's choice regarding her children, Peter Phillips and Zara Tyndall. She decided they would not receive royal pay or hold royal titles. She wanted them to have their own lives. As a result, Peter found success in sports management, and Zara became a decorated Olympic equestrian. They do not rely on royal connections for income or to boost their public image. Anne made this tough decision for her children long ago. Now, she seems to apply the same principle to other royal children. This is a clear and bold statement. Many forget Princess Anne's views on royal matters. She has always been involved, not just an observer. She witnessed Charles and Camilla's affair and saw Princess Diana's struggles firsthand. She observed the public collapse of the marriage and its impact on the royal family. Despite these difficult times, she remained silent. Anne's strength lies in her actions more than her words. Her true feelings come through her decisions, not through interviews or press releases. Her choices show who she supports and who she avoids. When Charles and Camilla got married, Anne attended the ceremony and the reception, appearing supportive. However, she has never publicly criticized Camilla. Accepting someone at a public event is different from fully welcoming their family into the royal institution that she has devoted her life to. Anne has kept her distance from Camilla's family. She has never been seen socializing comfortably with Tom Parker Bowles or promoting Laura Lopes for any royal roles. She has consistently avoided the Parker Bowles network, which has benefited from Camilla's rise in status. Anne did not suddenly decide to take action. She has observed the influence of the Parker Bowles family over many years. She noticed how connections and unearned benefits became more common. She said nothing and waited. She expected a shift in public opinion against the privileges of the elite. When the right moment came, she acted decisively. showing she had carefully studied the situation for a long time. William and Kate's ruthless shadow. War against Queen Camilla. Anne is not alone in her situation. There is a key person at the palace who is often mentioned, Prince William. In the past year, William's influence in the palace has grown rapidly. King Charles has allowed this change on purpose. He gave William and Kate the important power to issue royal warrants in 2025, a privilege that past monarchs have carefully guarded. Charles has often shown that he sees William as the future king, beyond just being the heir. Several worried sources from the royal household say that Charles has granted William more power to make major decisions about the future of the monarchy. William has made it clear that he does not accept anyone with ties to the crown who does not have a direct role. He has applied this thinking to his uncle Prince Andrew's household, and to deciding which minor family members deserve public funding and security. William also believes the large Parker Bowles family is an outdated part of the monarchy that needs to change. Charles understands this. The shift in power between King Charles and Prince William is affecting the entire situation. William wants to create a modern and efficient monarchy. He sees the many relatives and aristocrats as outdated and linked to a troubled past that nearly harmed his mother. He does not want to repeat that when he becomes king. However, William is careful in how he moves forward. He does not want to be seen as responsible for the tough decisions. His relationship with his stepmother, Camilla, stays strictly professional. He attends events with her and stays civil for the cameras, but those who watch them closely notice a coldness in their interactions. William was just 15 years old when he walked behind his mother's coffin. This painful memory influences every interaction he has with Camilla, even if the palace does not acknowledge it. If William had personally harmed Tom and Laura, the media would have labeled it the ultimate revenge of a bitter stepson. This would have created a huge media frenzy about Diana, the affair, and the supposed family resentment. William is too smart to fall into this trap. He instead creates an environment where such actions appear unavoidable. This is where Princess Anne plays a role. Kate is playing a smart and focused role in this strategy. Catherine, Princess of Wales, has quickly gained influence in the palace, surprising many observers. Her battle with cancer and her honest recovery in 2024 won her strong public support, which also translated into power within the institution. When the public loves you like that, the palace takes notice. Kate has used this support wisely. She is involved in important decisions about how to handle Prince Andrew's situation and works closely with top staff on public response strategies. Reports say she acts as a true co-strategist with William rather than just being supportive. This makes Camilla uneasy. While they do not have conflicts, their warm public interactions hide a troubling truth. The popular and influential woman rising within the palace is not Camilla's ally, but her likely successor. Each step Kate takes towards power challenges Camilla's position. William and Kate lead the overall strategy and set strict new rules. Anne carries out these tasks effectively. Meanwhile, Charles watches as his legacy shifts completely to his son, giving final approval to this change. Camilla's humiliating defeat and the dark future of the monarchy. Let's break down this difficult situation. Charles supports his wife but is conflicted about this issue. William is focused on his reform plans and does not care about protecting Camilla's family. Kate is becoming more powerful and respected. Camilla's sister, Annabelle Elliot, is being pushed aside, while Sarah Ferguson remains a public relations risk that Camilla will not let go. The group that supports Queen Camilla is now smaller and weaker than it has been since she became queen consort. She has faced strong public anger before and has survived. However, she has never faced a situation where multiple powerful people are working against her at the same time, especially when her own husband supports these actions. Let's look at how the removal of some Parker Bowles family members affects Camilla. Tom Parker Bowles didn't lose a royal title or job. Instead, he lost the hidden advantages that come from being near the royal family. He no longer gets quick responses from wealthy people, easy invitations, or a warm welcome in exclusive settings. This support was never official but was very real and valuable, mostly because of his mother's role in the palace. When someone's name is taken off the official lists, that support fades. Doors don't slam shut, they don't open as easily. Phone calls go unanswered and VIP lists fill up. Laura Lopes feels the loss differently. She had a lower public profile, so her connection to the royal family relied more on personal relationships than benefits. She lost easy access to family events. She can no longer move through the palace without the usual checks others face. She is left out of the small, private gatherings that matter but don't make news. In a family where status is very important, being pushed out is a serious hit. The removal of 3 other related names also harms Camilla's efforts to strengthen the Parker-Bowles family's role within the royal institution. This family is not just seen as a burden, they are important members of the royal community. This effort has taken a big blow. Interestingly, Tom Parker-Bowles wrote a cheerful restaurant review just a week after the removals were publicized. The review seemed normal and didn't show signs that his life had changed much. This could mean he has good PR skills, or that he hasn't fully understood the impact of losing his royal connection yet. Regardless, the silence from the Parker-Bowles family is noticeable. They have not made angry comments to the tabloids or pushed back through friendly journalists. There is just silence. Silence can say a lot. When powerful people in royal circles feel wronged and can retaliate, they often do so quietly through private channels. The lack of response suggests 2 things. Either they have been advised to stay quiet and accept the situation, or they realize that complaining would only attract unwanted attention to the royal connections they are trying to downplay. Publicly complaining about losing a privileged position on a secret royal list wouldn't look good, especially when the institution faces strong global pressure for accountability. The Parker-Bowles family seems to understand this. They are outmatched. The change from King Charles to Prince William isn't just a simple transition. It marks a major shift in how the 1,000-year-old institution operates to survive. Princess Anne wants to align with this change. She believes that William's tough approach is essential for the monarchy's survival in the 21st century. It means being smaller, tighter, and more accountable, with zero tolerance for those who want royal connections without hard work. Anne didn't just support this change, she acted on it. The removal of the Parker-Bowles family is her main contribution to the institution she has dedicated her life to. This action shows that old privileges no longer apply. If this move costs Camilla's family their access, Anne is willing to accept that collateral damage. For her, the institution always comes first. What happens next depends mostly on Queen Camilla. If she accepts this setback without pushing back, the situation may settle, even if it remains awkward. However, if she tries to regain her family's lost access or hints at wanting to address this issue, she puts King Charles in a tough spot. He may have to choose publicly between defending his wife or supporting his son's vision for the monarchy's survival, which could lead to a different, explosive situation. Princess Anne understands this well and likely considered it in her thinking. The question is whether Camilla will risk giving Anne that chance. 5 elite names were removed without any public announcements or apologies. Anne acted decisively. Charles supported her in private, and Camilla's family lost 20 years of valuable access in one serious decision made without their input. This isn't just a family issue. It indicates a major restructuring in the palace. People who relied on their close ties to royalty are realizing their worth in this new, tougher environment. It's worth very little. The important question now is whether these changes stop here or if more names will be quietly removed. Share your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe for more insights on how the royal family operates.